Om Shanti. Good morning. Is my voice clear?
Yes,
Okay. Today's Murli date is 2nd February 2013. Title is While merged in the Father's love, control your mind with the powers and be a constant conqueror of the mind and conqueror of the world. Mannjeet, Jagatjeet. Today, Bap Dada is pleased upon seeing every child. Each child, whether personally in front or far away, is merged in Bap Dada's love. Bap Dada is also happy to see the love of every child. Each child's face is merged in love, and Bap Dada is very pleased to see every child, to see the children absorbed in love, to see the children merged in love. Bap Dada is very happy to see that. Bap Dada is seeing three blessings in every child. One is the blessing of an inheritance from the form of the Father. The second is the blessing of elevated teachings from the form of the teacher. The third is the blessing of blessings from the form of Guru. Seeing the form of all three blessings, Bap Dada is pleased. Every child, whether sitting here or sitting far away, is merged in love. Why every child is merged in love? Because Bap Dada is seeing three blessings in every child: inheritance, teachings, elevated teachings, and the blessings from the Guru. The Father is also merged in the children's love. This love is giving every child the experience of being merged in love. Father is also merged in the children's love. That's why we feel so much love from our Father. So, this love is giving every child the experience of being merged in love. This love is the means to make you bodiless. This love will make us complete and we will start feeling bodiless. Bap Dada is pleased to see every child. What song does he sing? Wah, children, wah. This love makes you bodiless. What does the father say on seeing the children? Wah, children, wah. Constantly remain merged in this love. God's love is such that it enables everyone to become merged in love for God. God's love is such that it enables everyone to become merged in love for God. We all have this experience, right? When we feel Baba's love, then we start feeling it more. We want to feel it more. So we become merged in love for God. Bap Dada is seeing each child's fortune in the eyes of each child. Each child's fortune in the eyes of each child, which means by their actions, Bap Dada is seeing everyone's fortune. You're creating your fortune for births in this one birth. Each one of you is experiencing God's love in your mind. So we are creating our fortune for births in this one birth. So every second, every action, every thought is very important. Each one of you is experiencing God's love in your mind. This godly love is making you so elevated in this one birth that your souls become merged in love. You become bodiless and will return to your own home, Paramdham. This godly love is making you so elevated. When we start feeling God's love, then there is a zeal and enthusiasm for everything, for seva, for changing ourselves. But if we are not experiencing God's love, everything will be a labor, it will be a struggle. So this godly love is making us so elevated. In this one birth, that your souls become merged in love, you become bodiless and will return to your own home, Paramdham, and along with that, will also claim a right to your own kingdom. So the foundation is God's love. It is going to make us bodiless, and then we will go to our own home, and then we will claim a right to our own kingdom. Today, Bap Dada is giving the children a special message, a special blessing. By being constantly merged in the Father's love, become a conqueror of the mind and a conqueror of the world. By being constantly merged in the Father's love, become a conqueror of the mind and the conqueror of the world. Mannjeet, Jagatjeet. So, throughout the day, we will feel this special blessing that I am merged in Baba's love and becoming a conqueror of the mind and the world. Constantly be a master of the mind and become a conqueror of the mind. Something that it is difficult to become a master of the mind. And in this word also people say it's very difficult. But Bap Dada says you refer to the mind as my mind. That's why the problem is. So just as other physical organs are yours and they work under your control, in the same way, it is not difficult to become a conqueror of the mind and so a conqueror of the world. So, what do we say? This is my mind. I am not my mind, right? So, it's easy because we are not attached to our mind. The problem is we get attached to every thought. So, more we say that I am not this thought, I am not my mind, I am a soul, I am the creator of my destiny, I am the creator of how I feel, then we can become Mannjeet. But the foundation is becoming merged in God's love, feeling His love so much in Amrit Vela throughout the day that we feel complete, we feel content, we will not need anything, and our mind will stop wandering. So, just as other physical organs are yours and they work under your control, in the same way, it is not difficult to become a conqueror of the mind and so a conqueror of the world. So, today, the Father wants to make every child a conqueror of the mind and a conqueror of the world. You have to control your mind with the powers and definitely become a conqueror of the mind. So, God's love as well as with the powers. What kind of powers? Power to apply brakes, power to steer, right? So we have to practice that. Can I get detached from my thought in 1 second? Can I instantly stay in the remembrance of the Father? Can I go to Paramdham in just 1 second? Today, Bap Dada wants every child to be a constant master of the mind, a conqueror of the mind, and a conqueror of the world. It is mine, and I am a master of that which is mine. Right? This is mine, but I am the king, and I am a master of that which is mine. You will remain happy by making your mind work as a master as you want. Just as you make your hands and feet work under your orders because they are yours, in the same way, you can be an embodiment of power and make your mind work, but as a master, make it work. Right? So we will make it work, but as a master. And you will become a conqueror of the mind and conqueror of the world. At this time of confluence age, you receive blessings from God the Father. The Father, the bestower of blessings, fills the apron of every child with blessings. You can create your future for many births in this one birth. So Bap Dada is teaching also, as well as he is giving blessings also. So it becomes very, very easy to do that. Today Bap Dada is seeing that many souls have reached their home. With his form of deep love and powers, Bap Dada is congratulating everyone, right? Together with that, he is also giving blessings. Have reached their home means Madhuban. What are the blessings? Constantly be a soul who is an embodiment of power, be a master who makes those physical organ work, be a conqueror of the mind and a conqueror of the world. So he is giving blessings that constantly be a soul who is an embodiment of power, be a master of physical organs of the mind and a conqueror of the world. Remain constantly happy and distribute happiness. How beautiful today's blessings is. So we will practice this throughout the day. This is because today, souls of the world, while doing their work, instead of remaining happy, consider themselves to be helpless in various circumstances. Right? We all can see that. Make those who are helpless strong. Distribute happiness. Right? Just make one agenda that I will not disturb anybody. I will make their life easier. You can see the conditions of the world, but make yourself detached and loving to the Father and remain merged in that love. You can see the conditions of the world, but make yourself detached. Don't get entangled into it. Elevate yourself, elevate your vibrations so that you don't feel sad. If we will feel sad, we will not be able to pull them up. We will not be able to make them stronger. So remain merged in God's love. Acha. Those who have come, stand up. Today, Bap Dada is making those who have come by special invitation stand up. A group of VIP has come. Bap Dada is pleased to see that the children have reached their home. So, relatively new people had come. So, Baba is asking, does it feel like your home? Does it? Then raise your hands. Bap Dada is also pleased to see the children and is singing the song. What song? Wah children, wah, wah bache, wah. Because today the world needs a life of happiness. So each one should give many souls the introduction to make Bharat as elevated as it was. It has to be made like that again. Bap Dada is also pleased. All of you are happy to see your own family. Are you not? Look, they are raising both their hands. Very good. You have come to your own home to meet your own father and your own family. Bap Dada is giving you this blessing. Never lose your happiness. Remain happy and share your happiness. Another blessing, another thing to experience, to talk to yourself, to remind yourself. Never lose your happiness. Remain happy and share your happiness. It is the turn of Karnataka zone. 11,000 have come. Seeing so many children, Bap Dada is singing the song, Wah children, Wah. Bap Dada has seen that every zone is engaged in trying to make their zone move forward, and the system of each zone coming to serve gives every child a chance to bring the maximum number. So, okay, let me go a little ahead. So I'll start with this. Bap Dada is pleased. Bap Dada is pleased. Now the teachers, yeah, little more. Bap Dada is pleased. Now the teachers definitely have to claim the title that Bap Dada has said. Become a conqueror of the mind, a conqueror of the world, and a master of the mind. Conqueror of the mind and conqueror of the world. So Bap Dada is talking to double foreigners. Bap Dada now does not say double foreigners. Bap Dada says double effort makers. And Bap Dada has seen that those abroad are paying special attention to their efforts. Bap Dada is giving many blessings to all of you who have come from abroad. You will continue to move constantly forward and enable many others to receive blessings from Bap Dada. Bap Dada has seen that you have a very good interest in serving, and along with that, you are also making good efforts to make yourself move forward. This is why Bap Dada is especially giving you double love. Wherever all of you are, you pay attention and remain tension free. Bap Dada is pleased. You are moving forward and will continue to move forward. You are paying attention to the effort of belonging to one father and none other. What kind of attention? Belonging to one father, loving one father and none other. And this attention is finishing the tension, right? This attention will finish all kind of tension and worries. Bap Dada is giving double love to the double foreigners. What aim will all of you keep in future? All of you have to keep the aim to make yourselves powerful and to do the service of giving others Bap Dada's introduction in making them into heirs. So what we have to keep the aim, making ourselves powerful and do the service of giving others Bap Dada's introduction and making them their heirs. Now each center has to make their brother and sister who are to come into here. Here means quality souls. Quality means those who constantly move along as the Father's companion and also make many others the Father's companion. Right? So quality souls means first who have changed themselves, transformed themselves, make themselves very elevated as father's companion and also make others the father's companion. Bap Dada is pleased to see that you are making service everywhere expand very well. Each one has an enthusiasm. Bap Dada heard that you have made a program for Delhi. In the same way, on this Shivratri, each zone should make a program in your own city and definitely make them into Shiv Baba's children. Everyone has these programs. We conduct programs, but how many hairs did you create? And how many did you bring close through that program? You have to give that result. You have to check that. However, otherwise, what Bap Dada said today, to be a conqueror of the mind and a conqueror of the world. Everyone definitely has to become this. Finish the waste thoughts in your mind and bid farewell to the wasteful. Otherwise, waste thoughts will take up your time. And we all have experienced that. So today's lesson is you definitely have to become a conqueror. How we all know that? Use your powers, merge in God's love. You will become the conqueror of the mind and the world. The mind is mine, and so you can rule that which is yours. We just have to be in that experience. So each of you should make this your form and also help others. To the guests who have come, Bap Dada is pleased to see that you have at least seen your home. What will you do now? Now, the next time you come, you will not be visitor, you will be family members and make others into family members. Okay, I'm reading from here. Acha, what will all of you do when you return from home? A little below. Yeah, little more. Huh. Acha, what will you do when you return from here? You will make others the same as yourself. Will you not? So to do that, we have to make ourselves very, very elevated, right? Each of you should think that you definitely have to give the introduction and message to those who do not know us. They should not complain to you that you did not tell us. Definitely remove this complaint. You know, Baba says a few days ago, Baba says that say something, tell something. It is your duty to give the message to all of those who are in connection with you. Your neighbors and those in connection with you should not complain to you that they did not know about this. It is good that you are doing these programs. On Shivratri, those who know you should at least come to know that God Shiva's work is going there. They should not complain that you did not tell them because there is no guarantee about time. Anything that is to happen will happen suddenly. Everyone has to pay attention to this matter of suddenly. You know, we all have experienced that anything can happen anytime. So we have to get ready. Now is the chance to create your future and the future of others as much as you want. Bab Dada is congratulating each child. You're moving forward, but now let your speed be faster. Bab Dada saw how much remembrance all the children everywhere are sitting in and while touring around everywhere. Bab Dada gives love to all the children, and now, together with love, he also congratulates everyone. This is very good enthusiasm everywhere. Now free them from sorrow. Now let your kingdom come to all the children, whether from abroad, this land, all the villages. Bab Dada is giving lots and lots of love and remembrance to each one. We will read a few.
Sorry, brother, you were asking something?
Yes, yes. No, I was asking that we can read more, but I think we should read that on our own. Bab Dada was talking to every Dadi brother individually. So I think we can read that, right? On our
All
own.
right. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Shall we take a pause for a minute and then look at churning
Yes.
the Murli? All right.
Yes. 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 Om Shanti. So requesting everyone to please unmute one by one and do share your churning or any question, any share.
Om Shanti, brother. Om Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti.
Baba told that if you can make a fortune for many cycles by making purusharth for this one cycle. You are the master of your fortune. That's a big lesson. If we want a thing to happen in this cycle of life or in for future, the power is within us. That is a very good reassurance I got from the Murli today. Thank you, Baba.
Great.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Um, my Baba says that if you're not experiencing the love, you may have to labor, right? Uh, so we should not lose our happiness. We need to remain happy and share our happiness to others also. For this, we need to be in constant remembrance with God. We need to pay attention and also become tension free.
Right.
Om Shanti. Baba today said that in form of father I give you inheritance of Satyug, and in form of teacher I give you elevated teachings. We know what we were before this Gyan and what we are now because of elevated teachings. And in form of Guru, Bap Dada gave us blessings. Om Shanti.
Great. Next, shall I take up the names? Or
Hitesh bhai, it's your choice.
Acha. Hmm, okay, let's start with you, Rakhi then.
Om Shanti. The 2 points of today's Murli that was a takeaway for me. The first point is always remain happy and share your happiness and bring those vibrations of happiness in the environment. And that's such a subtle way of doing seva, is what I was getting. It's not always necessary that you are supposed to do seva with some kind of action. With your face, with our face of, and with our overall vibration of happiness, a good seva can be done. The second point of the Murli, that is my takeaway, is Papa mentioning that you are not your mind. You say it's my mind. So we have the power to take charge of our mind. And by doing so, we will win over our mind, we'll conquer our mind. And that's the first step to conquer the world. So these are the 2 points for me to take away. Shanti.
That's great.
Om Shanti. It is same for me also. These 2 points are to be taken away. Like today's Murli, as we heard. So I think we were merged in Baba's love. Beautiful Murli, beautifully read. And along with these 2 points, what Rakhi Didi shared, I would like to share that one more point. Like every second is valuable, every thought is valuable. So we have to be very careful for that. These 3 points are to be taken away by me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Adding on to what Madhuben said, and the example that Hitesh Bhai spoke about while he was reading the Murli was about how do you drive a car. First of all, the steering in your hand, and then you take up the gears. And while we are at the signal or while we are in traffic, we will put a brake on our car. So it's exactly the way how to manage our own mind. So that's
Right.
a live example, Hitesh Bhai. And the
Yes.
same can be practiced on a daily basis. So that's the practice that I'm taking on for today. Shanti.
Yes. It's very important
It
because,
is a very nice example.
yeah.
Can you please repeat this example? I think I missed that.
Hitesh Bhai, would you want to repeat
Yeah.
this example?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So see what happens. See, we need to practice it a lot, changing our thought process in a second, right? Baba always says that just like we are driving a car, we apply brakes and we steer it, right? If we want to go right, we do the steering to the right. So similarly, we have to change our thought process. Let's say I'm thinking about seva and I get attention that what am I thinking? Or maybe we are thinking waste, so immediately we should have the attention that, okay, let me apply the brakes and remember Baba, or steer the thoughts. Steer means think about something good, think about Seva. It is going to increase your powers, it is going to increase your happiness, your state is going to elevate, and then we will be able to remember Baba, right? So we have to practice this throughout the day. That's why Baba says that with powers as well as God's love, both are equally important, right? So just experience that I am applying brakes throughout the day? Am I applying brakes? That's what traffic control is all about, right? So throughout the day, just practice that I have this power of putting a full stop or steering a vehicle, steering a car, which means my thought process.
Thank you, brother. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Also,
Hmm. Yes.
uh, brother, continuing with the same example, I was getting these two images in front of my mind. One was the traffic signal point where you get a red light and you have to stop, right? So in case
Right.
you have Maya coming in front of you, some unknown thought of the past plus the future coming, no matter what, in real life, we have to stop at red signal, right? So we have to take a pause there. That's the traffic control, what I could imagine. And second thing, as we are moving through the roads in our cities, we find that there are a lot of cars, lots of vehicles around. We tend to drive slowly and carefully, right? So we have to also understand that if our thoughts in our minds are running too faster, we should be attentive and drive very carefully. And no matter what, we have to make sure that we drive through it and not stop. These two images actually flashed before my mind. I thought I should share. Thank you.
Yes. How much important it is doesn't matter. We have to stop at red light, right? So how much we think that my this thought is important, my this work is important, we have to practice this pose. More we practice it, it is going to increase our power to control our mind. That's good.
Very nice. Very nice, Vinod.
Okay. Anyone else? Ame Parekh? Shivani, Kalpesh, Pratibha Didi?
Looks like everybody is merged in the love of the Father today.
Yeah. So let them experience that only. So let's remember Baba for 2 minutes and then we take a leave.
Yeah.
So just feel that Baba loves me so much and he's loving me right now. Baba is loving me so much. And I merged in Baba's love. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Hitesh Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. Thank you, Baba. See you all tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Om Shanti.